All right, so let's go ahead and talk about interior angles and exterior angles. And remember that interior angles are angles on the inside. When we think of exterior, we want to think of angles on the outside. So what does that mean? Well, your inside angles are right here. They are inside the two lines. But your exterior angles, your outside angles, they are outside of the two lines. So we have our interior and our exterior angles. You can also look at it this way. So if we have our two lines, we can go ahead and number all our angles. So there's a few different ways that we can name angles, but one is by numbering. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, the interior angles are angles 2, 3, 6, and 7. When you're writing angle, you want to use that symbol. It actually kind of looks like an angle. Your exterior angles, those are angles 1, 4, 5, and 8. They're on the outside of the two lines. For angle 5 and angle 8. So let's go ahead. We'll jump down and we'll look at example 3. Using corresponding angles. The painting shows several lines and transversals. What is the measure of angle 1? So we just want to go ahead, and I often suggest if you have a worksheet, that you highlight the problem, that you draw your attention to what it is, or that you recreate the problem. So I'm looking at angles 1 and the 120 degrees, and I'm really noticing this line here, but then I'm also noticing these two lines as well. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to redraw this problem. So I have my two lines and I have my transversal. All right, my two lines are parallel, and that's really important. So we show parallel with this triangular mark. That's how you show parallel lines. When you have multiple lines, you can use, so notice on the green line there's only one triangle, but on my two yellows they actually have double triangles. So it's showing you just match them. Two triangles, those lines are parallel to each other. We know the 120 degrees is here, and we know this is angle 1. So we need to determine that measure of angle 1. There's a lot of things we could do. One of the first things I might do is say, well, I have this unknown up here. We could go ahead and call it x. And so then these two angles together, x plus 120, they're going to form a linear pair. They're going to equal 180 degrees. So to solve that, we would subtract 120 on both sides, and we would learn that x equals 60. Well, once I know that that is 60, I can start looking for corresponding angles. So x is going to correspond with angle 1. X corresponds to angle 1. Now, I made that x up. That was my unknown. I called it x. But it corresponds to angle 1. So what does that mean? Well, that means so that angle 1 has to equal the same. Angle 1 is 60 degrees.